Good day, everyone. Welcome to week 8 of the iRacing Spec Racer 4 Challenge. We're at England this week at Oulton Park. Quite a big field today, actually. We had 37 signed up for the race, I believe, and we have two big splits, with 19 cars being the top split. Although the strength of field is not particularly high. Anyway, camera shot is currently being given to Austin Winner. He is on his first flying lap. We will have a look on board him for his second lap as see where he is going to sit after his first flying lap. A little bit looks like he overshot the last turn slightly. So he's about to finish his first lap now, and that is a 131.8. I will currently set him in first. As I speak, I will drop him to second as Antonio Reyes is currently on pole. Let's go on board him and see what this track is like. Downhill into the Cascades. Fourth gear. Actually downshifting to third at the apex. Very interesting strategy. Now a short run into the island hairpin. Down to second gear. Very slow corner. Now across the hilltop into the Hislop chicane. It's actually a good overtaking spot, but it's very difficult to pull overtake here. I mean, I would overtake here in a master. But in these cars, it's the panel-to-panel contact is a little bit more penalizing. And now into the Druid's corner. They're keeping the fourth. Interesting. We can see Reyes seems like to downshifting mid-turn. I mean, it's an interesting driving style, I have to say. Third, but I think some drivers are using second gear mid-turn for better exit, although I like to use third gear for carrying more momentum. And, as Antonio Reyes finishes his second lap, that will still put him on pole at the moment with 131.3, and Austin Winner starting second with David Gaspers, the number 1 car. He will start third with a 131.67, 3/10 behind Antonio Reyes. And, let's see, currently on track, Chris Murakami. But he already done his lap. There's Andre Bertoni in the number 3 car. He's currently sitting 7th, looking to get a better second lap. With big lift there mid-turn. Do not understeer into the grass. Now into the last corner. Let's see what will he do here. He improved his lap. He's currently 8/10 behind the pole sitter. And his second lap is invalid, which means the number 3 car will start 7th here tonight. There's Michael Parker sitting in the pits, and there's Theo Gonçalves. Currently he's still on his first flying lap, although we only have 2 minutes left in the session, so I think he will only have time to complete 1 lap. So he's just meandering through the Hislop chicane. A little bit out of shape there into Druids. A little bit wide mid-turn. He's still just driving around the circuit. Maybe get some last-minute practice. And his first lap will be a 1:35.9, but that is invalid. So I don't think he will have time for another lap. So yeah, that will be your grid here. That's Antonio Reyes still doing some extra practice after starting on pole. So Chris Murakami also practicing as Rafael Cayucci. I think a newer name to the series. I've raced him a few times, but first time seeing him appearing on the Monday night race. So Jason Green also doing some additional practice, and there's the 14 car of Michael Viprino. I think he's probably not a series regular, just trying out the free car at the free circuit. So you can see he does not have a custom paint and does not have a iRacing custom paint either. And we are actually finishing up qualifying now. Hello, Dudu. Was hoping to see you on the circuit, but I guess not today. Here's your starting grid tonight at Oulton Park. It will be Antonio Reyes in the number 8 car. What a surprise.
Good luck, guys.
He will start on pole alongside Austin Werner, and David Gaspers will start on inside of row 2 with the Argentinian driver Sergio Durelli outside of row 2. Chris Murakami, the number 7 car, starting 5th with Daniel Sadrell starting 6th. Andre Bertoni will start 7th. Starting 8th will be Rafael Cayucci. Starting 9th will be Jason Green, and there will be Charles Vaccaro rounding out of top 10. Starting 11th will be Jeffrey Massa. Will be Jeff Cantor starting 12th. Philip Berry from Down Under on the inside of
Good luck, everybody.
row 7 with Harry Herbert in the number 19 car starting outside of row 7. Will be Michael Viprino starting 15th. Timothy Straukas starting 16th. Michael Parker 17th. Fabian Gata in 18th. And Theo Gonçalves starting 19th. And top your field as looks like Timothy Straukas is starting from the pits. And
Green.
we are racing at Oulton Park. It's like a good getaway from Antonio Reyes, a bad getaway from Sergio Durelli, surprisingly. That was Daniel Sadrell, who usually does not have a good start. He's all the way up to 4th position now. And now into the Cascades for the first time. As I spoke to soon, he will drop to 5th as he let Chris Murakami by. There is already a small gap between Gaspers and Murakami. Now into Island Chicken for the first time. Heavy braking here, we might see some move. Oh, that is Bertoni getting a little bit loose on the braking. Sadrell is not going to be happy with that. I think Sadrell saw it coming and gave Bertoni some extra room to the inside and let Durelli pass as well. So Durelli is going to brake early and trying to let Sadrell by, but Sadrell says, no, thank you, you go first. And now we have quite a big gap between the drivers here, and thus Sadrell having more trouble now under fire from Green and Gallucci. Still side by side into Druids as Green finally gave out the position to Sadrell. So Sadrell, after a good start, getting back all the way to 7th. So now he's on the inside, slowing down. I'm not sure what's going on there, and that's Antonio Reyes. Reyes is off after starting on pole and leading most of the lap. He has not led lap 1. So, unfortunately for the Portuguese driver, and a huge crash on the last corner. That's both Sadrell and Green into the wall. Let's have a quick look at what happened. Is Sadrell? I'm a little bit unsure why Sadrell was slowing down here. I don't think he had a slowdown penalty, but as he gets into a large corner, here he is, a little bit wide. That's actually chasing pretty wide onto grass, and bam, nowhere to go. And that's Jeff Cantor also involved. And that is another driver, I believe it's Fabian Gata, serving a jump start penalty. So, well, some big crashes early on today. And now we have the leading group here. That's Austin Winner leading the way from David Gaspers. With Chris Murakami currently sitting third. Following them is the two Mafia Racing drivers. Looks like it will only be a battle between the top 5 now, as it will be Jeffrey Massa currently sitting in 6th position in the number 13 car. I believe might be also his first time trying this car, and that is Charles Vaccaro now potentially being overtaken by Rafael Gallucci. There's Antonio Reyes now all the way down in 10th position, trying to make his way back to the top. It's David Gaspers on the inside of Austin Winner, having a look down into the island hairpin. Unable to actually complete the pass. He backs off. Now looks like we might have some lapping going on in 1 or 2 laps. As well, I spoke too soon. That is 16 of Michael Parker looped it wrong at the Hislop chicane. Just going to get it going again. Now there's just nothing much going on at the top. But Tony, after a disappointing qualifying, he's now up in 4th position with Sergio Durelli. Looks like he has some trouble, and now he's a whole second behind his Mafia Racing teammate. And now we have a move here that's from Reyes on Gallucci into Lodge Corner. Looks like Reyes is able to get a move down, but looks like Gallucci is not done yet. So under over as Gallucci is now a big dive into turn 1, but I don't think you want to kill that much of a momentum there. And as we can see, Michael Parker is off again in the background. Now Gallucci is under pressure from Philip Barry, as Antonio Reyes is going to overtake Jeffrey Massa around the outside of the Cascades. Looks like Antonio's Reyes charge back to the front will be the story tonight. That is Jeffrey Massa being attacked by Rafael Gallucci behind. Hislop chicane. I think Reyes is going to catch up to Vaccaro pretty soon. Vaccaro is a real-life driver, I believe, a real-life SCCA driver, although I'm unsure if he has any spec race support experience in real life. There's Reyes rapidly closing up to Vaccaro, and Reyes is ready to make a move into Lodge Corner, down in the inside. But I don't think the Reyes quite had the overlap there. Just being a little bit cautious. As Vaccaro is able to hold him around outside, and thus Vaccaro lifting slightly to let Reyes by. Maybe he thinks Reyes is a lot faster than him, as Reyes goes wide on the exit. Now Vaccaro is going to have the inside of the King, but he will have the outside of Cascades. See what he's going to do here. Corner is just too flat. Can't really carry a lot of speed. As now the leaders are going side by side on the exit of Island Hairpin down to Hislop. But it's not a very good idea to attack here this early on. And trouble for Charles Vaccaro. He has to loop it around on the entry to Hairpin. Let's have a look. Now on the outside of Reyes. And just rear wheels on the grass. Just lost the car there. Just trying to find a gap to rejoin the track safely now. It's very unfortunate for him. He's running quite well. And now Antonio races up to 6th position after the spin on the end of lap 1. The gap between him and Sergio Durelli is 13 seconds. I think unless some big problem happen at the top, he will be unable to close his gap, as now Gaspers and Winner side by side into turn 1. Gaspers doesn't seem to have a run here. His Winner is able to hold him around the outside. Now into the cascade. Gap between Gaspers and Bertoni now is 1.2 seconds. And now Gaspers is going to try once again the island hairpin, but again the Winner is leaving the inside open. I think Winner is very confident here tonight. You know that he has clearly advantage over Gaspers. He doesn't really need to worry about the Gaspers overtaking him. Let's have a look at this scramble for 7th position. This Rafael Gallucci now overtaking the 13 of Jeffrey Massa. He has not separated yet, and that's Philip Barry not far behind, although Antonio Reyes has put a 1.4 second gap over Rafael Gallucci. The last time by, the difference is 1/10 of a second. So Michael Parker has called it a day. So Jason Green now currently sitting last. There's also Theo Gonçalves being 3 laps down for some reason. Maybe he just took a bathroom break on top of missing the grid. His last lap was 3 minutes and 53 seconds. So a lot of weird things going on the grid tonight. So Charlie Vaccaro still trying to fight his way back. I think the closest battle we have here is just the one for the lead. It's like Winner and the Gaspers still nose to tail. With, now that is trouble for Chris Murakami, as Durelli just overtook him. Let's have a look here again. Down to the hairpin, and Murakami just loops around. Great job by Durelli avoiding him last second. Now the chase for the lead has reduced to a pack of 4. I mean, even a pack of 3, as Durelli now have fallen too far behind. The gap between Bertoni and Durelli now is up to 2.3 seconds. But yeah, there's just really nothing going on here tonight. I mean, you would expect this to be a really close racing circuit, but I think everyone's a little bit afraid of the off-track here. Also, it doesn't help that we had a huge crash on lap 1. And trouble for Philip Barry. So he's at the last turn. Yep, he just loops it around. Now he has dropped to 10th position with Harry Herbert in the number 19 car, the lowest rated driver on the grid, now in 9th position. It's like his day is going pretty well by far. Just keeping it nice and easy, as his last lap by 134.0, a whole 3 seconds slower than the leaders. Now there's Gaspers having a look on the inside of Winner into large corner. Still unable to get by Winner. Winner looks like he had a better run on the outside, but I mean, indeed he has a better run on the outside, as Gaspers lift and then get back behind Winner. I think Gaspers is still not very comfortable to battle winner hard for the lead, as Bertoni is still sitting there 1.2 seconds behind, just outside of the slipstream, but he still has a chance to catch up. As Bertoni's last lap is actually 0.3 of a second faster than the leaders. So Gasper's on the inside of Iron Hairpin. He's through to the lead, but Winner still having a better exit. Winner is absolutely dominating tonight. Looks like he's just really giving the inside to Gaspers. Although he's giving the inside to Gaspers, but Gaspers is still not able to pull an overtake against Winner. Do Castro ask Hairpin is first gear? No, it's second gear. First gear is too short. I think pretty much in this car, first gear is only for pits. I don't think you will use first gear in any kind of racing situation. And again, there's just nothing going on here. So Daniel Sedrell still recovering from his lap 1 crash. He's now sitting in 11th position with 5-second gap to Philip Berry. His last lap was 1 second faster than Philip Berry, so we might see him catching up to Berry at the closing stages of the race. See, last round by Bertoni, 0.3 of a second slower than Winner. Bertoni is still hanging on to the tail end of the leading duel, but he's just not able to close the gap. Sergio Durelli has now completely fallen out of the contention for win. So 3.8 seconds behind Bertoni. So now Winner is even running away from Gaspers. The gap between the two is now 0.6 of a second. Winner really having great pace here tonight. Maybe he's finally able to live up his name and put the car in the victory lane. We will see. Let's just go through the field quickly now, since nothing is going on. First we have Austin Winner, David Gaspers in second, Andre Bertoni third, Sergio Durelli fourth, Chris Murakami still meandering fifth. Antonio Reyes, after starting on pole, now he has recovered to 6th position. Still 5.6 seconds behind Chris Murakami. The lap time are quite similar, so I don't think the gap will be closing anytime soon. There's Rafael Gallucci sitting 7th with Jeffrey Mesa. Just having a quiet race here. In 8th, Harry Herbert. Slow and steady wins the race. He's currently sitting 9th with Philip Berry in 10th. Daniel Sedrell still working on that gap after the lap 1 crash and taking a fast repair. There's Jeff Kander 12th, Charlie Vaccaro 13th, Jason Green 14th, almost a whole minute behind the leaders, and there's Michael Viprino in 15th position. Fabian Gata right behind Viprino, currently sitting 16th, the last car on the lead lap, and there's Timothy Strokas 1 lap down the leaders, and Theo Gonçalves still 3 laps down. His last lap was 1:36.6. That is 5 seconds slower than the leaders, as the leader is about to come up and lap him for the 4th time. There's Gaspers and the Winner side by side. Gaspers still not able to pass Winner. So now he has not a very good exit into the hairpin out of the cascades. But the gap between Gaspers and Bertoni is also increasing. Yeah, Winner is just absolutely dominating here tonight. So it doesn't help that we are missing a lot of regulars here. I mean, personally, I quite like the circuit. I don't know why it's very unpopular. I can see that it could be it's very harsh on safety rating. So Oulton Park is one of my favorite circuits. There's my statement. That Gonçalves is going to let the leaders by. This is Sergio Durelli. So Gonçalves is going to pull over Durelli by as well. So very nice of him. And we have some trouble ahead of the leaders. That is the 14 of Michael Viprino looping it around at the hairpin. He's able to get it going again. Not in the way of the leaders. And there's still just nothing going on. Really, this has been one of the more boring races, let's say. There's again Gaspers having a look down the inside into a large corner against the Winner. And Gasper is going to slightly sideways into Winner. And they go 3 wide briefly. There's Bertoni. Bertoni is going to take the lead. Or is he? Gaspers is still able to hold off Bertoni. That's not one of the not a brilliant move from Gaspers, I have to say. But it's a little bit desperate from him. And now suddenly we finally have a good battle for the lead, a 3-way battle for the lead with 3 laps to go. With Gaspers now leading, Bertoni in second, and the Winner after leading most of the race is now in 3rd position. The Winner certainly has the best pace among the trail, with Gaspers not very fast tonight, although Bertoni, I think he's struggling a little bit more on pace. And now all 3 are within the slipstream, so we will see how are they going to race it down to the line. So Bertoni having a look on Gaspers. Still not able to actually have a pass.
Thank you.
Now exiting through it. Looks like Bertoni is currently having a better run compared to Winner. Right now we are on to lap 15 with 2 to go. See how Winner is going to take back his lead from 3rd position here. I mean, obviously Oulton Park is not a draft circuit. You really have to actually work on a pass. So both Gaspers and Bertoni defending inside line into island hairpin. Gaspers now Bertoni looking for a diving move on the inside, though Gaspers had a better exit. So Bertoni is actually going to let Winner by there on the exit, although I don't think he necessarily had that bad of an exit onto the hilltop straight line. You can see some damage on the right front of Winner's car. There's Gaspers ahead. We might have some beef going on here. Gaspers go wide on the exit of large corner. That will be the white flag is shown to the leaders. It will be last lap of the race. And that's a winner on the inside of Gaspers. Winner still not able to complete the move yet. It's like he left a lot of space on the exit. Now he's going to have the outside into Cascades. It's not a position you want to go in, but Gaspers a little bit too much to the inside on the entry. Although Gaspers is still going to hold.
Thank you, Fabi.
The leading position as Bertoni having a better run on the corner. Now is ahead of Winner into the hairpin. Will Bertoni win a third race this season? We will see. Through the chicane for the last time. See you. Jewett is not necessarily a very good overtaking opportunity, but you really want to get a good exit out of the corner to set up a pass at large corner. Let's go on board Austin Winner to watch how this race will end. They are in third gear, trying to use all the power this car can offer on the exit. So Bertoni not necessarily having a good exit, but he's going to pull out of the line anyway. And that's Winner trying to go around the outside of Bertoni, but ended up overshooting the corner. And that is race. It will be David Gaspers winning the race after the controversial move against Austin Winner, with Andrea Bertoni finishing second. So Austin Winner, after leading most of the race, will finish third, and Sergio Durelli finishing fourth. Chris Murakami finishing fifth. Antonio Reyes, great qualifying pace, but unable to keep it up in the race. He will finish sixth, with Rafael Gallucci finishing eighth. Is Jeffrey Messer, not a regular to the series. He will finish eighth. Dan Sedrell, after the lap 1 crash, he will recover to ninth in the end. With Philip Berry from Down Under, he will finish 10th, with Jeff Cantor finishing 11th in the number 11 car. And there's Jason Green just exiting the last corner now. He will bring the green car home in 12th position. Charlie Vaccaro finishing 13th. Harry Herbert, he had quite a good race pace early on. I'm not sure what he is doing here, because you can't adjust fuel in this car, so you cannot run out of fuel. But he just somehow decided to let everyone by on the last lap. There is Fabian Gata, 1 lap down, although he decided to drive another lap in full pace to do some extra practice. As we say, real pros practice after race. And that'll be your broadcast tonight. Let's have a look again on that controversial move. With no, I don't think
Jeff,
this is
you're still here. Sorry about lap 1, the last corner.
This was just a slow lap.
Anybody else was caught up in that?
Let's see this controversial move.
Well, it was a quick entry to the pits from there.
Let's see, since a little bit too deep, loop around on the corner. Also another car loop. I think, who was it? Was Strokas looping around on exit doesn't help. That might distract him a little bit. And they'll just sideways into Winner. And there's also another car off on the inside. It was really chaotic there. And alright, that'll be the race. Yes, it was was a really boring race, I have to say. It's probably, I'll say this is the worst race by far this season. But yeah, this will be the last broadcast in a while, as I'm heading back to China before next Monday. So everyone take care, and I will see everyone another time. Let's go raid someone. Let's see what is everyone doing. Maybe we'll raid. Let's go raid Jordan. Alright, thank you everyone for coming, and see you all next time. Bye.